Good morning, everyone. I am Vaishnavi Verma with Vaibhav Mishra, Shashwat Gautam, and Shubham Kumar as my team. We are the students of Global Nature Care Sangathan's group of institutions, Jabalpur, and we are presenting this project under the guidance of Professor Neha Thakre. So, our project is Jabalpur Rents and Services. It is a web platform tailored specifically for the people of Jabalpur. So before we dive into the detail, let's have a quick overview of today's presentation. Abstract, introduction, technology stack, comparison with existing solution, data flow diagram, data set, ER diagram, use case diagram, results and findings, application, conclusion, future scope, and references. So our website basically connects people looking for rental tools and services with those offering them. The key features of site include AI-powered image filtrations and reporting system to maintain the integrity of our site. So why we need this platform? In our daily life, we often encounter the situation where we need things and tools for temporary purpose and we do not want to buy them. But finding a person that could lend us those things at that time is difficult. So to address this issue, we have introduced our project Rents and Services, where we connect people who lend tools and rooms to people who need them. Also, we connect people who offers various services like photography, gardening, help, pet care, etc. to provide the need of these services to the people. The next is technology stack. So for front end, we have used HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and React. For backend, we have used MongoDB and Node.js. And for designing, we have used Canva. And for AI integration, we have Python and TensorFlow. So at present, there is no centralized platform that offers variety of tools and spaces and services on rent. And to tackle this, we have created a centralized platform where user can find all the things at one place. At present, user may find it difficult to find various services according to the place, price, and need, but our platform, they can do it so easily. So people often have unused tools and resources which they do not use often. By lending those tools in our site, they can earn money. So there is opportunity of monetizing in our website.
So coming to the data flow diagram, we first have user and admin as external entities. What user can do, he can register and log in. Before he do so, the database that has named user and admin database will confirm if this user exists or not. If it knows it, it will ask him details such as his name, password, email, so that he can register himself. When he registered himself, he can go to the search for services where he can rent tools, apartments, or book a pet care. These three ovals will then ask to our service database that has all the details about services and their respective data. So when the user go there, the services and database will confirm and send the data. Other thing user can do is to provide these services. That means if he want to become a seller or a vendor, he can do that. For that, he have to upload the details about room or tools that he is giving for the rent or the service that he is providing. Then after that, it will go to our AI moderation, which will confirm that all these data are under our moderation or not. If it is, then it will directly register to our service database. And then if it wrong, if it's not are under moderation, then it will bring him back to the provider and services and ask him to check the details again or file a complaint if he's having any issue. The third thing that a user can do is to file a complaint regarding any services or bugs or any complaint he find in our system. Then we have admin. The admin first have to go through the admin login, which is linked to the user admin database, where his credentials will be checked. After that, he can have following power, such as he can manage the accounts of the entire user and admin database, and he can also moderate our AI moderation and can check our service database and make changes. So for the database description, our database is designed to manage and can do a multifunctional things. The database include tables for user, rentals, services, and interaction to ensure structured and efficient data organization. First, we have a user table that will store all the information about users, such as user ID, which will be a primary key, and his name, email, phone, address, and account time. The account type will represent either he's a client or a customer. Then there is a date joined, which will tell when the user made his account in our system. Then we have admin table that will store the information about the admin, such as his name, contact, login credential, and the level of access he have in our system. So there is a admin ID, which will be a primary key, and his name, username, password, and access level. Then there is a permission, and there is a created ad, which will tell when this account is created. And there is a last login, which will tell when he log out within our system. Then there is a rental table that contains the details of item available for rent, such as room, tools, instrument, etc. This will have rental ID, which will be a primary key, and the title of the rental item, then its description, and the location where this item is available, and the price and availability status, if it is available or not. Then there is a owner ID, which is a foreign key, which will tell about the owner of this item. Coming to the service table, this will record all the information about services, including pet care and other personal services, with their descriptions, providers' details, service area, and pricing. We have a service ID, which is a unique identifier, and there is a name of the service, description of it, and the service type, which kind of service it is, and the price of it. Then there is a location where this service is available, and there is a provider ID, which is a foreign key that is reference to the user ID in user table. Then coming to the image table, it will holds all the link for the images that is uploaded by the user. In this table, we have a image ID, which is a primary key that is a unique identifier for each images and their URL and the upload detail for this image. And there is a associated item ID, which is a foreign key that will represent this image belongs to which, like service table or rental table or user table. Then coming to the reports table, if user find anything that he not like or he's having issue with, and when he file a complaint, all those things will go under in this table. This table contain a report ID, which is a primary key, and reporter ID, which is a foreign key to the user ID, and reported item ID, which is a foreign key to the random item. And there is a reported service ID that is a foreign key for the service table, and the reason why he filed this report, and the report date, which will tell when this report is filed, and the status, that it is resolved or not.
Now, coming towards ER diagram, there are 5 entities: user, rental item, services, report, and images. User. User is an individual who can either list the rental items or services or can take. Having some attributes: user ID, phone number, name, email, address, date of join, and account type. Account type help us to differentiate between the users and the vendors, whereas user ID is the primary key attribute of this entity, and the phone number is a multi-valued attribute where the user can add multiple phone numbers. Rental item. Rental item represent an item that a user can list for the rent, such as rooms, tools, etc. This entity having some attributes like rental ID, owner ID, title, description, location, price, image URL, and availability status, where the availability status tell us that the current item is currently available or not. Then the rental ID is the primary key attribute of this entity, and the owner ID is the foreign key attributes which connects the user entity with the rental item with the help of user ID. Now the services. Services is an offering from a user such as pet care or repair services, etc. Having the it also having some attributes like service ID, name, description, provider ID, location, price, and service type. Service type indicates that which type of service the user is providing. Then service ID is the primary key attribute of this entity, and the provider ID, which is a foreign key which connects the user with the services with the help of user ID. Now the report. If the user or vendor find some issue on the website, then he can report. This entity having some attributes: report ID, reason, rented item ID, which is a foreign key, reporter ID, which is also a foreign key, report date, date of report, and status, where as the action is taken or not on that report. Report ID is the primary key attribute of this entity, and the rented item ID, which is a foreign key that connects the rental item with the report with the use of rental ID. Reporter ID is also a foreign key that connects the user entity with the report with the help of user ID. Now the images. An image is a picture uploaded by user to showcase their rental item or the services, what he is actually providing. It is also having some attributes like image ID, which is the primary key attribute of this entity, upload date, date of uploading, URL, and associated item ID, which is a foreign key that connects the service ID with the image and the rental item with the image with the help of service ID and rental ID.
Now coming to the use case diagram, we have two external entities such as user and admin. User can register and log in our website and can browse site or search for content such as rental services or the services nearby his area, and he can post content. By that we means he can provide services if he wants. He can file the complaints if he find any bug or anything that he's don't like about our services or the services provided by the provider. He can update his profile according to his preferences. Then what admin can do? Admin can manage the registration and login, and he can also manage the site. He can also manage the content that is posted by the user, and he can also resolve and think about those complaints that were filed by the user. The another thing he can do is to check the profile of the user whether it is correct or not. He can also maintain the website contents. He can monitor AI filter results, and he can resolve the issues. And this is our result and finding for our rental and services. Here you can see a home page. This is our home page. And this is the sign up and login page. Here we provided both options together. User can sign up and log in the same page. This is our service page where all the services are shown. This is our rental page where all the things that are available for rent will be shown here. This is the contact page. If user have some query, he can contact us.
So basically, we have divided our user into two parts. First category is client and second is user. So clients are our user that can create their account and post information of their tools that are available, instruments or rooms. That is, they are providing services or facilities to our site. And second part of our clients is user. These are the person who are looking for tools, rooms and instrument in our sites. For facilities, we have rooms on rent, shops on rent according to their budget and location, and tools, all kinds of tools like gardening tools, construction tools, musical instruments, also medical items like bed and chair. For services, we have pet care, technical repairs, photography, artworks, and many more.
Done.
Conclusions and future enhancements. Conclusion. Rents and services bridges the gap between people seeking rentals and services provided, offering a secure and user-friendly platform. With features like image filtration and reporting, the platform ensures quality, reliability, and ease of use. Moving forward, it has the potential to expand with additional features, catering to a wider audience and making rental and services more accessible. Some feature enhancements, including more services, subscription models, and premium services, integration of advanced search filters, partnership with local businesses. These are our reference that we have used. Thank you very much.